Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm just gonna ramble on whether season 2 is good or bad. I did enjoy watching Blue Lock season 2. I thought it was a great watch. I only realized how much screenshots there was during editing and all that. Past editing, I had no idea how much screenshots there were. Mainly because I wasn't really focused on animation. A lot of times I lose distractions. The animation's just there. I'm more focused on what they're saying on the story. Once there's screenshots and they're moving images or whatever, I don't really pay attention. Of course, I pay attention to the stuff. It's just it doesn't really clock in my head. Well, that's insane animation. Well, animation's so smooth. Animation's good. Sometimes it does, depending on if it's on One Piece. The up increase with animation. But with stuff like Blue Look, it doesn't really clock in my head straight away. I literally realized how quickly it was to screenshots with the editing of the videos a bit easier because it's less likely to be copyrighted because there's just moving images. But that part I can see why a lot of people hate that because there was less of that. So don't get me wrong, it's good to cut back on animation. Certain parts of it. This is one I remember. From I saw a short. I don't know whether it's true or not, but this short basically said something about how that there was people who made animations for the whole series or whatever, and apparently a lot of those animations were cut out of the final product, and the big company or whatever, whoever makes Blue Lock, I don't even know, puts a bunch of screenshots in. So yes, that's the reason. Apparently a lot of it was animation wise. There was the final episode obviously had a lot more animation and it was smooth. You could probably tell the difference between episode 12 and maybe 13 to 14. 13 to 14 difference. The difference is way smoother and animation's there because all of it's gone to the final episode. Which I guess if the whole season animation was great, the last episode animation was absolutely garbage, everyone would complain about it. The fact that the last season animation is decent, not much people are complaining. Also, I want to do a video whether I'm going to look into it, if there's going to be a season 3. If it's not confirmed, I'll talk about my speculations of there being a season 3, and what are the chances and odds of there being a season 3. But I'll obviously have to go look into that a bit more and do all that great stuff. With that, like I said, I did enjoy watching the season. I probably said in my reviews in general, but I enjoyed watching the season. It doesn't mean, just because I enjoyed it doesn't mean necessarily it was a good season or whatever. Whether you should watch it, I think there's a lot of good parts. The one I would say I hate, of course, is from the manhwa, manga, or whatever you want to call it. Of course, you can't really people will probably hate if you change storylines or whatever. I'm assuming it's from there. Is the Rin and Sai kind of rivalry throughout the whole season. I get their rivalry or whatever. I thought he would maybe overcome this rivalry at this hated for thing at the end. I get it also fuels his ego or whatever. It's just too much. Honestly, I don't even mind Rin as a character. This thing okay, at the end of the season, he ends up saying, "I'm going to kill you, Isagi, because you made my brother like you. Made my brother think you were the chosen one to change football." It is literally just him. The whole season of his arc is just him kind of chasing after his older brother. And his brother basically calling him, saying, "You're not my older brother, you're not my younger brother, don't act like it." That is literally basically the whole arc until obviously the ending where he ends up being the opposite of Sai. That was really cool. It's just, I hate it every time. And I hopefully next time they meet, Sai plus Rin, Rin ends up completely, not killing, because this Blue Lock obviously got to kill people. But, beating Sai in football, and I'm saying football, I'm not saying soccer because I'm English. But basically, he ends up beating Sai in football, which I hopefully would be so down for. Now he's one where you play once, the next time you are stronger, you beat him. There's also a point if he ends up beating him. I don't know if Reen's ego would stay and last long. Yeah. Honestly speaking, I just hated that whole rivalry part of season 2. I have waffled about it for like a minute or 2 minutes, but like the whole rivalry part was so annoying. That's probably my main bad part about this. I get it, there's a lot of story behind and all that, but I hate like a lot of rivalries or a lot of people like it has to be really good and smooth for it to be a good like rivalry between brothers or rivalry between friends. Like, like personally, for example, I'm starting to hate Naruto and Sasuke, that when those people just want odd terms, I'm like, great, you just turned a hero in the thing and he's a background villain. So, yeah, he's basically all wearing that. I hated that, like, it wasn't really the best. But, yeah, nothing really else to talk about for the bad parts. The good parts, of course, the goals, whatever. And the development for thingy, I don't mind Nagi and the comedian. I forgot his name. The comedian's like history. I actually really like it. It's just they also rate up quite a lot. It can get annoying at sometimes, like you're repeating the same thing but in different wording. But I don't mind it personally because it's not like over exaggerated as Reen's rivalry is with his brother. So I don't mind that. As whether season 2 is good and you should watch it, it is obviously up to you. I think it's worth a watch whether you don't mind. Like first episode, second episode animation, it does drop, but whether you don't mind the animation flaw, it's still a good watch. Not a must watch, but it's a good watch in general. Speaking, leave a comment if you guys also think season 2 is a good season. Of course, I'm not saying it's like an amazing season, it's a great season. A lot of people who complain about it mainly pick after the animation. If you take away the animation and story wise, it's obviously following the manga or manhwa. One of those. I'm saying that I haven't really saw out the manga or manhwa. I kind of saw out once, whatever. So I don't really know which one it is. I think it's manga. I think. Anyway, speaking of, a lot of people end up picking at the animation. So like they say, oh, season 2 is bad, animation bad. That's all. It's not all about the animation. Like realistically, I can enjoy something with the animation not being horrendous, but like being decent. If the animation's decent, I can enjoy it. Unless like it's just animated in a way I don't enjoy watching certain characters. Like if I if I get a manga or manhwa and look at the characters and they're kind of drawn in ways I don't really like, the characters I just don't like seeing, then I won't read the manga at all, or manga at all. But like animation wise, if it's decent, I will watch it depending on if it's got a good story. If it's decent and the story's absolute crap, even if it's good animation and the story's crap, I'm not gonna watch it. But I did enjoy Blue Lock Season 2. I don't know if it's because I slightly enjoy football. I'm not like the biggest football fan, but I slightly enjoy it. And Blue Lock is Blue Lock in general speaking. Yeah, nothing else to really talk about there. Honestly, a great season, personally. I did enjoy it. I'm not saying like it's a bad season, but a lot of people might obviously saying it's kind of, on the fence. Speaking of if it's good or bad, I think it's in the middle. It's not like good or bad, it's just kind of sitting there. Bullshit was definitely way better, but this doesn't mean this is any worse. So I think you should give it a watch. If you don't like it, you can drop it. But yeah, at least give it a try. Anyway, without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.